A century ago, this neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma was known as Black Wall Street. This is Greenwood Avenue, the heart of Black Wall Street. It was one of the few places in the then heavily segregated United States where blacks were prospering. In 1921, a white mob attacked Greenwood, destroying nearly every building and killing up to 300 people. But for decades, no one seemed to want to talk about it. Enter Terry Backus, also known as
the mayor of Greenwood.
That's not a real job, but the mayor has been on a very real mission, creating this homemade mini museum. It begins in the early 20th century when African Americans created their own haven in Greenwood.
It was a place of wealth, a place of prosperity, a place of culture, a place of black excellence.
Then the attack. The photos can be hard to look at.
Humiliation. So they wanted to humiliate you, like, I got you.
But the exhibit is about much more than just tragedy.
The exhibit tracks Greenwood's history from prosperity to the disaster of the 1921 massacre to the neighborhood's rebuilding and rebirth.
In the years after the massacre, there was still intense racism, including the rise of the Ku Klux Klan. But blacks rebuilt and Greenwood thrived again. But in the 1970s, so-called urban renewal put a highway through Greenwood and the neighborhood struggled.
You know, like Greenwood been on life support to me for the last 50 years.
Now Greenwood is once again rising. New black-owned businesses have popped up and a history center will soon open its doors.
Greenwood today is a place of remembrance. Greenwood is a place that's learning, that's gonna be thriving again. You know, people can learn a lesson. The whole country can learn a lesson on resiliency, on togetherness, on community.
Jim Spellman, CGTN, Tulsa, Oklahoma.